Next-generation fighter jets are coming, and the race to build the most superior one is as intense as ever. The most powerful air forces in the world are developing fighter jets that will shape the sixth generation and render all others obsolete. Fighter jets have long captured the public imagination as symbols of what human engineering can accomplish. From their humble beginnings with the Messerschmitt Me-262 in the waning years of World War II, to behemoths like the McCoy and Gurevich MiG-25, which has a 48-foot wingspan, to the vertical takeoff and landing F-35s. Each subsequent generation of fighter jets has pushed the envelope further and further. In response to changing battlefields and the evolving nature of military engagement, militaries throughout the world have begun researching and developing the technology for the sixth generation of fighter jets. Gallium nitride sensors, engines producing up to 15 tons of thrust, cyber warfare suites, directed energy weapons. These are just a small sample of the technologies engineers are working to bring into reality for the next generation. Currently, there are a number of countries with a sixth-generation fighter jet in development. For example, Japan has the Mitsubishi FX, while the US is working on the Boeing FA-XX. Each of these programs is aimed at allowing their respective country to claim aerial superiority and assert market dominance. The UK, on the other hand, is taking a more diplomatic approach with its program. It's working with Italy and Sweden on its BAE Systems Tempest and is using this program as an opportunity to foster long-term trade agreements between the three nations. While fighter jets have been designed to perform multiple tasks on the battlefield since the third generation, including carrying a wide range of weapons such as air-to-ground missiles and laser-guided bombs, the upcoming sixth generation looks to take the multi-role concept to new extremes. For example, the Boeing FA-XX is slated to perform a variety of tasks when in service, ranging from air-to-air refueling, reconnaissance, surveillance, electronic warfare, and traditional combat. Due to the nature of modern theaters of war, technology is also in development to allow aircraft to engage in combat at far longer ranges than previously possible. One example of this are the gallium nitride sensors currently being developed for the Mitsubishi FX. Engineers are hoping to utilize the high thermal and chemical stability of gallium nitride to increase the efficacy of the FX's sensors. Each program's engineers are also exploring ways to improve the networking systems of the next generation. For instance, one of the main goals for the FA-XX is to increase its communications and sensor technology to the point where it can interface near instantaneously with satellites, other aircraft, and anything else that would provide pilots with real-time battle information. Technology such as this would open up the possibility for pilots to remotely operate their platforms when engaging in sorties, and the US, UK, and Japan are just a few of the programs working to make this scenario possible. Furthering this, the UK's BAE Systems Tempest is also planning to utilize deep learning technology to control a host of swarming drones. But what weapons will the next generation of fighter jets use? In the same way that armaments shifted from guns to missiles from the first to second generations, we could see another shift in the coming generation, from missiles to directed energy weapons. While traditional armaments will always find use on the battlefield, the introduction of this new technology is shaping up to change everything. Directed energy weapons will come in a host of different forms for varying purposes. For instance, less flashy tech such as microwave devices will be utilized to neutralize enemy communication infrastructures or drones. On the other hand, high-energy laser weapons will be used in conjunction with the upgraded network, radar, and sensor systems of the next generation to deliver payloads to precise, pinpoint locations with devastating force. Reports state that the BAE Systems Tempest Boeing FA-XX and the Mitsubishi FX are planned to be fitted with these futuristic tools of destruction. as directed energy weapons have never been fitted on mass-produced military platforms before, let alone fighter jets. To say this would be a generational leap would be an understatement. How soon is tomorrow? While these plans might all seem ambitious, right now that's what all these are, plans. As of today, these technologies are still in development. Experimental aircraft such as the Mitsubishi X2 Shinshin offer us a brief glimpse of what's to come when it comes to the speed and raw power of the 6th generation. However, getting these already hypersonic aircraft to go faster and run more efficiently may not even prove to be the most remarkable breakthrough for the next generation. With lasers, drones, and AI at the disposal of future pilots, who knows what other technology they will be able to harness? And if this is how jets may look in 15 years, imagine what they will be like in a century.